guys, welcome to the Love Listeners. We're back. We've been on a little hiatus, so welcome back. I am your host, Natasha, and this is Nicole, Kai, and we have a special guest tonight, which is Vanessa Ortali. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So through the course of our series, we've been talking about how to get into a relationship and how to keep in a good one. But what Vanessa does, which is so interesting that we love, is she helps gentlemen with proposals. So I think that that is so fantastic because I think a lot of people do need help with that.
Yeah.
It is such a special, memorable moment in someone's life. So it is beautiful to see that you have created that for people's convenience, which everybody does love. So Vanessa's going to have an opportunity this evening to speak about what she does. So we'll get right at it, Vanessa. Ooh. So let's talk about what exactly you do in specifics.
Yeah, so I own an events and consulting company for men. We help them plan custom wedding proposals and unique experiences. So we're basically like a concierge service. Men will call us and say, Vanessa, I need you to help me plan my wedding proposal, and we get on it and we'll meet with the man and really find out about his relationship and about his significant other so we can really customize that experience for them. And after we do that, sometimes the men know exactly what they want and they just don't have the time to plan it, or they'll come to us and they really have no idea. And so we will help give different ideas and really help make that a custom experience for him and his significant other.
Yeah, because I think that men definitely, there's two sides. They either know exactly what they want and need some help to execute or not. Like my husband, for instance, he would love that. Because he would just be like, okay, tell me what, like even for my birthday or Christmas or whatever, like, babe, just write everything you everything you want down and I'll execute. I'm like, I'm totally cool with that. Yeah. Because if it was up to him to think of something on his own, he wouldn't really know, you know, and he wants to, you know, make it really special for me. So he's like, okay, just tell me what you want, and I'd rather see the joy on your face than you open something up and be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, like, oh.
Yeah. But see, that's so nice. I really believe that all men, they mean well and they want to treat women well. They just don't always have the know-how. Exactly. They do not come out of the womb knowing how to plan an event like women do. Exactly. It's just a different world.
It's not something they aspire to either, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things that women are taught to aspire to marriage.
Yes.
Where men they're not usually told that.
Yeah, lots of men will just be like, yeah, whatever you want, babe. Yeah, right. They, you know, they might have like, make sure we have the specific alcohol, or I really want steak, or not just fish, or, you know, those little things. But like all the other little stuff, they're like, take care of.
Yeah, like I don't do that.
Exactly. Look at how they plan their birthday parties. They're like, we're going here. Who's showing up? No idea. They just tell people, I'm going here. Whoever shows up, shows up.
So do you specifically only do wedding proposals, or would you do a birthday or a date idea?
Yeah, totally. So we started out just doing wedding proposals, and then realizing once we build that relationship with the client, there's so many unique experiences. So let's say there's a pregnancy or a birthday or anniversary or a wedding renewal. Right, so there's so many different unique experiences and opportunities. Even now, we're starting to do more monthly dates because men will want to incorporate that. You know, it's romance for men made really easy.
What you were saying in one of the episodes about how you have to keep going with it, right? You have to continue dating. So once you start out like this amazing proposal that you've extravagant, personalized to you, then you want to keep going with that. And know that you're still going to be romantic and keep
and although keep it up. Maybe it's not going to be every Saturday night, but for like anniversaries and like birthdays and different things like that, I think men do need a helping hand. I mean, some guys I do think that some guys are great at that. Like, I think your husband's fantastic at like planning little cute surprises for you. So I think that that's fantastic. So not all guys need a helping hand, but a good majority do, because they don't. Even too, I think there's a lot of things that happen just in the city that people don't know.
Yes.
You know, when you're
especially when you live in the city.
Yeah.
You don't know to act like a tourist sometimes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, Vanessa, where you come in hand, because you know you have all those things like, hey, what about this or what about that? Because that's on your radar.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, you know, you could go to a basketball game, out for dinner, or a movie. Those are like my three things off the top of my head. Exactly. But I'm sure that you know lots of other activities around the city that can certainly be helpful. I did also see on your website that you don't just do the Toronto GTA area.
Yes.
You are spreading off as well to Chicago, New York,
Chicago, and actually California has been asking quite a bit, so we'll see this year. But we'll also do destinations. So we can have a client in Toronto that wants to go elsewhere, and we'll plan that as well.
Nice. Oh, that's so
Yes,
fantastic. So you make it so easy and not restricted, which is such an added benefit. So how did this come to be? Like, what were you kind of doing leading up to this?
Well, so I've been in events for 10, 15 years now. So it's kind of, I was always the go-to person. Where do we go for dinner? What do I do? And so people are always asking me questions. And then now in this age, all of my friends, I was losing a lot of friends to babies and boys, and you see the proposals coming, and really the guys having no idea.
Sure.
And or the girls being very nervous, saying, I need you. So 50% of our referrals come from women. Saying, please
really
talk to my boyfriend.
Yeah, totally.
Because the guys think they go, oh, this wouldn't be for my girlfriend. She doesn't want this. And really, like,
No,
oh,
she
well,
does.
oh,
Yeah.
women,
I'm a girl,
well,
yeah.
they want to get swept off their feet.
Yeah.
And it's a memorable experience that you get one shot at, right?
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
the memories of that is just so fantastic.
Yeah.
I've heard some amazing proposals, you know, along the way, and it's just so beautiful to see. So you were just doing events, and then you thought, I'm definitely gonna get into this.
I'm a serial entrepreneur and saw an opportunity and just hopped on it.
That's so good.
And it's timeless, right? That's
Totally.
never going to stop. And
People are always going to get married.
Right. And I mean, I
Or
love,
have an event.
Exactly.
Us too, girl. We just
so
love
good.
love. Yeah.
So true.
So that's really good. So what have been some of your really memorable stories of something that?
Yeah, I want to know like the most extravagant one.
So it really depends because every girl is different. I personally like the really intimate but extravagant, luxurious one. So we have a businesswoman and she's been working really hard at work, and her boss, so we'll often get friends and family in on it so that she's not cluing in. And to make sure that she is getting her nails done and going to those appointments that we've set up.
That's the thing men don't realize. The nails are so important.
Yes.
And they really don't get that part of it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's true. Nails, and even how they're going to look. Oh, if we're having a photographer, she probably wants to have makeup on and her hair done and a cute outfit.
She wants to look cute.
Yes,
Exactly.
Stepping out of the shower. With
exactly.
You know,
Yes. So I've heard
true.
nightmares. I've heard someone proposing when the woman gets out of the washroom. We don't want to go there.
No.
Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Like you couldn't even tell your friends. I'm like, how do you do it? Like,
yes.
I'll get back to you on
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
We'll make up a story.
You know she loves you if she says yes to that. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
so we have the businesswoman, and so her boss gives her a gift certificate and says, "Go to the spa this afternoon. You have worked so hard. You know, I really, really appreciate all the work that you've done." And she's thinking, "This is the best day ever." And
you don't even know how good it is.
Yes, and it was their date night that night, and so she gets home, and there was a beautiful outfit waiting for her on the bed. So yes, she may be starting to clue in, but who cares?
Exactly.
She's like, it's so nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so she puts on the wonderful outfit, and there's a note saying, I'm running late. You know, put on this outfit, look your best, and there will be a car waiting for you downstairs to pick you up, ready for dinner. So then there's a car outside waiting for her, and brings her to a rooftop. We were talking about this earlier. Rooftop with a string quartet and a private dinner, and he's just there proposing. But then it goes into the details, right? So then when he gets home, it's beautiful. Right? So then when you go home, one of his friends had gone in and put rose petals everywhere, and then there was a weekend getaway for 2 tickets on their bed, and a copy of the speech that he said to her when he proposed.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So
That is
Sex in the City.
Yeah,
Mr. Big. It's totally Mr. Big.
I know,
Yeah.
it's so sweet. So they're
That's
they're
awesome.
all different, right? And then we've had a guy propose they met in high school. And so he wanted to do, so he came saying, I want to do a scavenger hunt in the in the high school. And so that we kind of took his concept and then elaborated a little bit further, right? So then the friend went and got her to the high school, and they're dressed, and then they go to different spots where they met throughout the high school. And so they go into the gym, and there's a stage,
How did
a
you
stage
get the school to agree to
contest.
that?
It doesn't matter if it's after hours.
They're
right.
Pretty,
it's pretty, and it depends how long you're going to be there for. Especially if they're not renting out the gym or anything for any sporting events.
As long as like the janitor's
And generally
then
people
it's okay.
probably want to help with such a happy event. Like
Yeah,
not a
say
lot
no
of
to that.
people want to
So
turn you
cute.
down.
I know.
Exactly.
And then we staged a prom in the gym where all the friends and family were there so they could celebrate.
I love that.
Right? And then
I
a helicopter
love
picked them up to go do their engagement shoot then and there.
That is so cute.
So
I don't like public
So
proposals,
now-
but that's amazing.
We're also we're talking about how elaborate it could be. Could it be
Yes.
simple as well?
It
Because maybe
could.
some people don't want something so extravagant, but still do need a simple touch.
Right,
Yeah.
it could, and so it's in those little details that men don't necessarily, they don't know that they don't know. So how her hair, like we said before, her hair, her nails, her outfit, little touches. So we can still get her a really cute outfit and just, and they can go to a hotel or, I mean,
Do you help with that as well? Because you
Yes.
know men aren't going to know any of that.
yes,
So you
so
kind of get a
we
picture
help
and some
guide
background
them.
of the
Yes,
girl.
and then we also will talk to their friends and family to see kind of what she wants. And then it can still be simple, but then you can still have those details of printing out the speech and having a little getaway and having the celebration with friends and family, maybe a brunch the next day.
Yeah.
So it can still be simple and intimate, but just really well thought out.
Exactly.
Like, how are
That's
they
what
going to get
matters.
somewhere, right? Instead of a cab, let's just hire a really nice vehicle. So there's lots of different details that he may not realize are an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Yes.
I think for the most part, when you are seeking help, you are a little bit lost. So
Right.
you need a little.
And it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It is.
A lot of women put a lot of pressure on the man, and or he puts a lot of pressure on himself because he wants it to go well. And so we kind of ease
Absolutely.
that process and take away a lot of the stress, or he doesn't necessarily have the time. He's a top executive and needs a little bit more assistance with that.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, that all the messages go to you, so he's
Yeah.
not bombarded with
Right,
calls and
yes.
things like that. And I
Yes.
think that's a really good point. You don't think that he's cheating on you, and I feel like that happens a lot when you're about to propose.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
they're like,
constantly
"Who's
on
that
the
girl?"
phone. Like, what changed? Your behavior's changing. You're
Right.
in the bathroom on your phone that never used to happen before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they get overanalyzing
Yes, of
it, and then
course.
it gets bad, right?
Yeah,
So
of course, totally.
So, ladies, we're just going to go to commercial break and we'll be back with more talk with Vanessa from A Man's Pursuit.